Hello, welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Overcoming. This coaching conversation is for individuals, especially parents, who are facing a lot of challenges in these times, no, because of this pandemic, but they still want to come out as the best version of themselves. And I am actually coaching for overcoming is to help every individual, especially parents, to be able to go into their mental fitness so that they can be a beacon and a strength and a pillar for their children and in their own household. Okay, so thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you're coming from. And please do uh, tag a friend in this video or circulate this video to any individuals you want to reach, no, and you want to really like join us so that they can be like you, have a wonderful afternoon, truly of learning and getting, the best of what you can get from the digital space and the digital platform that we have this afternoon. So give a shout out to your friends and greet them, reach out with them with some inspiring messages. So you may do comment your message in the comment section of this video. And if you're watching this on a replay, um, please do comment hashtag replay. And if you are watching this via YouTube also of Life Coach Philippines, because we're streaming live with them, and a YouTube coach channel, Coach AI Connect. You can also give your comments in there. So if you are new to our platform, please like and follow and subscribe. Okay. So magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So good afternoon everyone, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are coming in this afternoon. Everybody seems to be busy. Yung ating pong mga digital space ngayon is so busy with a lot of happenings, no? Maraming announcement, and people are becoming, more and more really like actively involved in the social media. So I'm we're waiting for the rest, no, of the tribe coming in, but it's a pleasure to really be here, and hope you had a happy lunchtime, wonderful time to really bond with your family. Lunchtime is really something na dinner meal time is really something that you and I really can truly enjoy, no, as we talk and as we enjoy the food that we're eating. It is a pleasure to be really like sharing with one another beautiful stories and beautiful learnings that you get from for the whole of the day. So let me proceed with our my sharing this afternoon. No, so our Wednesdays is always centered on talks of overcoming. So this afternoon we're going to be talking about the overcoming the fear of being wrong. A lot of times we don't want to say anything at all. We don't want to contribute to any talk, conversation, meetings, because we're afraid to really be wrong. We don't want to be ayaw natin sabihin na ayaw nating magkamali kasi in other people's presence, because we kind of feel that we might be stigmatized or we might be judged. So that's the thing that we're going to be talking this afternoon, overcoming the fear of being wrong. So let me just give you a brief background. If you're seeing me, you're watching this on a replay and you're not familiar with me. So I'm Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines. I'm a professional certified co-actively co-create life coach. I'm also a certified mental health coach. And I am from Tacloban City, Leyte, Philippines. So it's in Region 8. Okay. And I am also a scholar to master coaches, 6 steps to a six-figure public speaking career training, which we just had our culmination last first week of August with Samut Summit. And I am also a master builder apprentice to master coaches, master builder apprenticeship program, and we build a tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. Okay, so I am the founder and the creator of my nth attempt to parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and for their children. and really win the fight for mental wellness at home. So the attempt actually of this coaching community, my end attempt to parenting, is to bring you to a level of mental fitness, so you can really like stand for and in behalf of your family, for and in behalf of your children. So if you're a parent, you can just PM me. I can give you the link, okay, and send you the link so that you can join and you can be part of this support or support community, or we call the coaching community. I am also an entrepreneur aside from being a mom and being a wife. I'm also an entrepreneur. I am the owner of Health and Wellness Coaching Center here in Tacloban City. This is the first coaching hub in Tacloban City which caters into really facilitating clients from where they are to where they want to go in terms of mental fitness, mental health, and also um, weight management. So, ginagawa ko po yun, and I've been doing that wellness coaching for over 5 years now. And but aside from that, if he's here in the Health and Wellness Coaching Center where you can just drop by, you can have meaningful conversation with me. I give free discovery call. And at the same time, it is here where I do group coaching, one-on-one. We do some exercises here and a lot of different activities. And soon we'll be conducting Saturday classes for people who are interested to level up now. And if they are designed and are goaling for themselves to become the best version of themselves. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. And so we're going to be talking about overcoming. I said Wednesday, 2 p.m. is all about overcoming. And let me just greet, no, and let me just acknowledge the people who are here with me in the screen. We have here Francis. Thank you, Francis, for hopping in. We have Clarice. Hi, Clarice. It's been a while. And of course, Coach Filma. Of course, Clarice is also a coach, and Filma from Herbalife Philippines. They're all wellness coaches. So magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So overcoming. So what do we mean by overcoming? Overcoming is being able to deal with. Overcoming is being able to surpass any struggle. So meron ka ngayong problema and you're able to nadaanan mo siya, na overcome mo siya. So and it is a knowledge, and it is the truth right now that in this pandemic we are facing a lot of challenges, right? So uh, ma- life is about challenges. In fact, if life has no challenges, it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be boring, and life is made up of different seasons. So in each season of your life, you'll meet challenges because those challenges is preparing you, is honing you, is strengthening you for the challenge that you're going to be facing on the next season. Because imagine a life na wala kang problema, nakaupo ka lang, kain ka, tulog, and there's nothing to that will challenge you. Well, for some time siguro you'll just be comfortable. Ay, okay ng buhay ko. But at the end of the day, you will for several months or so, maiirita ka. You'll have really like you will have questions of yourself. Bakit ganito? You'll feel na mayroon pa ring need because we are basically designed. We are designed to move. We are designed to overcome challenges. Kaya ganun. Pag walang challenge, hindi siya, we're not exercising our design. So ang nangyayari, we become bored and we kind of question what is the meaning of life. So that's why we're going to be talking about overcoming because we want you to be able, I desire, no, as a coach, I desire for you to be able to bring you to a state really of leveling up yourself. Each time you overcome a struggle, each time you overcome a problem, you become a better version of you. You become more stronger. Kaya we're talking about overcoming. And I hope you're ready. So if you're ready, give me a thumbs up or type in the chat box, I'm ready or ready. Chat, okay? Hashtag ready. So we're going to be talking. I'm just so excited. So we're going to be talking about overcoming the fear of being wrong. So thank you for those thumbs up. The fear of being wrong. And was there any experience? No, have you ever experienced the time wherein you are in a meeting, not just in the work, no? Maybe you are with your friends, maybe you are with your family, and they're talking, and there are so many exchanges of ideas. You had your idea, but you don't want to speak out. Okay? Ayaw mo kasi, hindi ka kasi sure. So you don't want to speak your mind because you're not sure. So there is a fear, okay? of being wrong. Okay? Baka kasi mali. And if this is the fear is coming from you don't want to be judged, you don't want to be stigmatized, you don't want to be called names, nasasabihin ako ang tanga-tanga, naku, hindi naman siya marunong. But these are all in our thoughts, okay? Hindi pa naman tayo sure dyan eh, but naiisip na natin ako ayoko na magsalita. Baka mali kasi yung opinion ko. Di ba? We don't want to speak out, but we have something in our mind because we have the fear of being wrong. Okay, so before I proceed, let me ask each and every one of you to just get your pack my bag moment. So yung pack my bag moment, when you attend a seminar, meron diyang isang like really something that opened your thoughts, no, na, ay, totoo pala, ay, yeah, I can relate with that, ay, nangyari yan sa akin. So that's what you called, or deep learning, yun pala yun. So it's called the pack my bag moment. So get that, so focus on the sharing, get that pack my bag moment, put it in your timeline and say hashtag pack my bag moment or hashtag coaching TikTok. Why do we do so? When you are sharing it in your timeline, you're typing it in, you're actually reflecting and you are reviewing and you're kind of explaining it in your mind, the reason why nag-relate ka doon. Okay? And that is called the explanation mental model. Ito yung you sink the knowledge or the learning sink much more deeper. Okay? Because you are reviewing, you're reflecting. And then the second thing, when you post it in your Facebook, you become a blessing to other people because you never know, there might be someone in your circle of friends or even those who hindi mo naman friend pero how do you call it, acquaintance mo lang siya, no, pero pag nabasa niya yon, na-lift yung spirit na, so you become a blessing to someone. So do that. Look for your hashtag pack my bag moment. Okay, so why is there a fear of being wrong? Why do we need to overcome it? So, our love, according to Catherine Schultz, our love of being right is best understood as our fear of being wrong. So, oftentimes than not, gusto naman talaga natin tama yung sasabihin natin. But at the end of the day, ang nangyayari po, ang lumalabas yan is because we are afraid to be wrong. Takot tayong magkamali. Okay? And mistakes, failures cannot be how do you call it? You can't escape it because it is only in failure that you start to learn. It is only when we commit mistake that we kind of reflect and say, ito pala nangyari. So it gives us a deeper learning. And life is designed not to be perfect. Life is designed with all the challenges and struggles. And so if you think na dapat hindi ako magkamali, you're going to be in a losing battle because there will always be at least once in your lifetime na magkakamali ka talaga. And oftentimes na not, no, pag parent ka, you don't want to be wrong. You don't want to be wrong with your kids, pagpapalaki sa kanila. You don't want to be wrong with your friends, influencing them, allowing them to become also like you being a channel of blessing to them and they becoming a better version of themselves. Ayaw naman natin talaga magkamali, di ba? When we do things, our desire is to be able to do it right. And especially for the nurses like me. So I don't know if you know, my background is I'm a registered nurse and I have 22 years of hospital work experience. And as nurses, we are trained to be always right at the first time. Okay, so whatever procedure that we're going to do, whatever it is, what type of care we're going to give to our patient, we need to be precise, we need to review it, we need to be accurate because we could not be wrong kasi nga po, we are dealing with life. But there are so many things, so many areas in our lives, and we've traveled through different seasons, hindi po talaga na natin may iwasan that there will be times that we will be wrong. And oftentimes than not, because when you are in a certain space, no, of feeling like I'm not sure, I don't want to speak. So hindi ka nag-express. And this is true, even whatever age you may be. Mabata ka man, young adult ka, teenager, and even on the age like for me, I'm now undergoing a virtual schooling, with Master Builder Apprentice. And there are many times when Master Coach A will ask us questions, and because we're not sure, we don't answer. because there's a fear of being wrong. Okay? Kasi nga, you kind of feel na may stigma, ma-judge ka, matatawag ka na ganito, na hindi ka marunong. And it really like, how do you call it, bumabangga talaga siya sa'yo. And because of that mindset na pagtatawanan ako, ma-judge ako. So we don't want to be really wrong. But have you ever experienced, yung isang bagay like when you were in high school growing up or whatever situation, no, was there a time have you ever experienced being really wrong? And what happened? What was the result? Okay? Kasi oftentimes and not, pag negative po talaga yung nangyari, it becomes a baggage. The last Wednesday, I talked about life's baggages and it becomes a baggage. Masakit siya, dala-dala mo. You can't forgive yourself. You can't forget the person who did it to you. And so nagiging bagahe siya. And that's the very reason why medyo, if you're a parent, you want to be stringent. You become so authoritative. You become things to be precise in the home kasi nga ayaw nating magkamali. Ayaw nating magkamali kasi baka ma-judge tayo. So these are the things, no? These are the things na we kind of don't want to express ourselves. We don't want to say things. We don't want to act on a dream. We don't want to pursue something because of the fear of being wrong. So ayaw natin magkamali, but the truth is, this is part of life. Okay? So, fear from being wrong may be caused by may cause, okay? So kung takot ka na ikaw ay magkamali, you might experience the inability to express. Siyempre, hindi ka na lang magsasalita. You won't share in the meeting, you won't contribute, you won't speak your mind because, I might be wrong. So there's difficulty of expressing. Next is inability to learn. When you don't ask questions, when you don't share your thoughts, definitely the people in your space will not know that there's something that you are not aware and you're not familiar with. So hindi ka din matututo because we are created to learn from each other. We are created to learn from others' experiences. So pag hindi tayo nagsasalita, a lot of times when we are being asked, how are you? We just say, I'm okay. Even if we're not okay, we just simply say, I'm okay. And because of this, there's no exchange of ideas. And therefore, we're not learning. Hindi tayo natututo. And ang nangyari, the more that our confidence level goes down. Next is because we're afraid to be wrong, we have that fear, we have the inability for creativity. Hindi tayo maka-express. We can't even create. Every human being is created to be creative. I believe so. Pero hindi tayo lahat painter, hindi tayo lahat nagdo-drawing. There is a certain creativity. Patrick is here. Hello, Patrick. Thank you for joining me. And Patrick is creativity comes when he is doing his work in the Department of Tourism in facilitating a workshop. And even his videos in his wellness journey, he has that. So it's creativity. And so if you are one person who is fearful of being wrong, you won't do anything at all. So hindi mo ma-express yung creativity because you don't want to be judged. And fourth, you have the inability to potentially have a rewarding experience. So when you're speaking, when you are, expressing yourself in creativity, tapos nako-confirm ka na, wow, that was a good idea. Tapos, or people will translate your idea. For example, you have created something and people will translate it, no? Gagawing totoo. There will be funding that's coming in or, gagawin nila, apply nila sa buhay nila yung tinuro mo. That's a rewarding experience. But if you're fearful, you're not going to move. So, hindi po din ma-experience yung rewarding emotion and that rewarding feeling, no? Now, hey, I've contributed something. I did this. This is an achievement. Okay, so that's one thing. That these are the fear of being. Of course, you might have other reasons, no? Pero ito po yung aking na-research at ito yung aking pinuput out. And I truly believe in this form. But you can still add something. This is not a fixed box, no? Na pwede po ninyong dagdagan pa, whatever it is. You may share in the chat box if there's something po na you like. Pag fear of being wrong, it may cause this way also to me. Okay, so you can share it in your in the chat box. So, hello, Coach Blazy. Thank you for joining me. So when you want to get out, when you want to overcome in the fear of being wrong, I'm gonna give you 10 tips. 10 tips how to really get out of it. how to overcome the fear of being wrong. Okay, first tip to overcome the fear of being wrong is avoid the fundamental attribution error. Ano po ito? Well, this is a cognitive bias. This was Master Coach A has been discussing the cognitive bias. So yung ating mga brain, no, meron na tayong mga biases dyan. So oftentimes, if you look at the slide, sabi dito, when someone mess up, you kind of say, naku, yan talaga siya, yan, bobo talaga. So people will like truly judge. But if you do the same thing, when you're the one who mess up, sasabihin mo, actually, kasi ma-traffic, kasi ganito yung nangyari. You have lots of reason. And that's a bias, okay? That's a cognitive bias. And oftentimes than not, hindi tayo nakakalampas doon sa fear of being wrong because instead of saying, for example, you failed in a test, no? You always say, mahirap kasi yung test, hindi kasi maganda yung pagka-phrase ng sentence. Kaya hindi ko siya naintindihan. It's going into the fundamental attribution error. Instead of doing that, simply say, I did not study enough, I did not prepare enough. It's more of accepting and acknowledging that you have a responsibility. Because pag pumunta ka doon, no, if you put yourself in the FAE, okay, fundamental attribution error, ang nangyayari, you're not gonna learn because there's something always to be blamed. You're not acknowledging. You're always like inaasa mo sa iba or binibigay mo yung blame sa iba. And so you're not learning. You're not learning. You're not going to learn if that is. You find reason for it instead of taking responsibility for it. So to avoid the fear of being wrong, avoid the fundamental attribution error. Next is learn from failure. So if ever you committed something wrong or you had an idea and you said it, no, tapos hindi siya like you were given an explanation na your idea is might be good but it will not work in this situation because of this. So you're given an explanation. So that means even if your idea was wrong or you committed some failure or mistake, no, if you get the piece of lesson in that and you will not repeat it again at naalalahanin mo siya no, sa brain mo and whenever you're facing situation, you go back into it and try to use it as a reference no, na dapat hindi ko na maulit kasi ito nga yung nangyari. You are learning from failure. And failure is a success if we learn from it. So if you go into a space of learning, then definitely you will not be afraid to fear no, being wrong. Kasi alam mong nag-aaral ka. You're learning from it. So a lot of times when we are in a position or in a space where we are really challenged to feel like know it all, yun po talaga, our brain will really conk out because we are not designed to be always in that mode. We are designed to receive ideas from other people. And if you close yourself up na ako lang talaga ang marunong, okay, ayoko ng failure, ako lang ang marunong, mahirapan po kayo. And you will never really grow. So to overcome the fear of being wrong, learn from failure because I'm pretty sure life is just a cycle. So magka-crop up din yan, at least ngayon, mas marunong ka na. Okay? Third is express your learning from a mistake. Express your learning from a mistake. So nagkamali ka, so pwede mong you might have a close friend or a safe space. So find a safe community, a safe space where say, eto ka talaga, nagkamali ako dito. So, because when you're expressing, the more that you hear yourself, the more that you're acknowledging it, and the brain is processing it, the more that you're learning. Diba? Yung kanina, yung pack my bag moment, when you express, when you speak up, you hear yourself and you get more learning. So it's the explanation mental model. So pinag-aaralan po namin ngayon yun, how the different framework ng brain, ng mga worldview of successful people, which we can use in the different areas of our life. So it is very important that you have someone to share it with. Na, alam mo, ito yung nangyari talaga. And you know, when you express, it will help you in your mental health. Okay? It will level up your mental fitness because you are deloading yourself of learning, okay, deloading yourself and new ideas is cropping up because when you're sharing, you're creating new neural pathways, bagong pag-iisip, and you get to learn more. Okay, so express your learning from a mistake. Fourth is look for the right and the wrong. Hindi po ibig sabihin na mali ay gagawin tama. it's not that. It's not that explanation because may mga tao na mali, pwede na maging mali naman, gagawin nilang right. They just put in a lot of reason for it to be right. But it's not the case. It's not the case. What we're trying to be say here, no, um, when something happens, when there is something wrong that happened, you look for something in it na maganda naman yung impact. Okay, maganda naman yung nakalabasan. Like for example, you learning something from it. When you learn something from it, you become more, okay? You become more into learning, you learn more, and you kind of understand the situation much better. Okay? Sabi nga dito ni Sir Ken Robinson, if you're not prepared to be wrong, you'll never come up with anything original. Kasi nga, yun yung ano yung sinabi mo, yun lang yung tama. So you can look into, yes, this happened, this was really wrong, but what is it? What is something right that I can get from here? So basically, it's really like looking into kasi meron din mangyayari. One of the things that I have, one of the things that I truly like, truly am grateful, um, I'm truly grateful is really knowing my God. When I knew my God, when I have a personal relationship with God through Jesus Christ, no, alam ko na kahit anong dilim ng buhay, I know that all things work together for good. So kahit mali, okay, because I am at His mercy and grace, hindi naman ibig sabihin ko ipagpapatuloy ko yung mali. But if there is something mishap or failure that happened, at the end of the day, you are at God's mercy and grace. Not, I mean, when you ask help from Him, kahit gaano kadilim yan, He will put light into it and you get so much learning from what you're going, from the experience that you have, kahit na madilim yan. Kahit na madilim. Like for example, no, I got married when I was 19 and it's kind of like really it was a challenge to become, I was just growing up, I was a young adult and I had a baby because I was young. But it turned out to be, kahit ganon, I just hold on to Him. I just really like leveled up myself. I studied. I asked God for His guidance. And, things turned out to be better. I never imagined myself to be really like holding so many positions, graduating from my master, doing my PhD. Yung itong mga bagay na hindi ko siya pinanaginip because I got married young. A lot of people, when they stumble, they never really want to get up. So, ang nangyayari, yung buhay doon na lang. But for me, yes, I made a mistake. I'm gonna stand up. And so I did finish my nursing course. I took my master's and I finished my PhD. So it's really like it motivated me in spite yung failure and mistake, yung wrong thing that happened to me. I was able to find, okay, a lesson in it, something right in it that made me level up. So if you're not prepared to be wrong, you will not be open, to learn, and so definitely you'll never come up with really something that is really yours. At hindi ka open to really learning, and you're not really going to grow. Hello, Elaine. Thank you for joining me, Dr. Elaine Pangan. It's such an honor to see you here, Elaine. Okay, so the fifth, the fifth tip for you to really level up, no, and overcome the fear of being wrong. Get May I ask first an excuse? I'm about to I'm about to ano my battery and isasaksak ko lang po. Just quickly, so quickly. Okay. Tip that I'm gonna be giving you is turn the wrong into a learning experience. So ito na kanina, di ba? Parang learning lahat. Now I am in a space, I'm now in the season of my life that I've been learning a lot. I've been learning so much about myself and I've been learning so much of how things are moving around me. And so I become mindful and conscious about this. But here's always one thing that you need to understand. Habang po may buhay tayo, and even if we commit mistake, life goes on and moves on. And God will always give you something to learn from it. So that whatever journey you have and whatever difficulty you have, bubukas po yan. Bubukas po yan so long as you are ready in your heart to truly learn. And you desire in yourself to really level up as a person. Maraming nangyayari that you can't control, and oftentimes than not, we make wrong decisions. We react differently. We kind of panic, di ba? Nagpapanik tayo, nagagalit tayo. Example for parents, no? We see our children not doing well, and we kind of, ang feeling natin, we fail. We fail. And so we get angry, and we get angry. But at the very heart and the very core is we love our child. We love our children. Pero because nga of the challenges that comes, no, and the many variables, you're tired, you have certain expectations, instead of bringing out, no, and speaking love to our child, ang nasasabi po natin talaga ay yung galit yung lumalabas instead yung concern and love. Okay? But if you learn from that, and if you're aware that kahit ganon, okay, kahit ganon yung grades, hindi pa po end ng laban. Habang may buhay, you can still help your child, you can still create a better connection and a better world between you. So turn the wrong into a learning experience. Okay? Sixth is no one. You have to remember this. No one is right all the time. So in Ecclesiastes 7:20, the Bible says, "For there is not a just man on earth who does good and does not sin. Only Jesus Christ, who became man, he is God, who became man, is perfect and without sin." Tayo pong lahat, okay, we can always we can always go into a space of being wrong. Magkakamit po talaga tayo ng mali. We will fail, we will have mistakes. Okay? But this should be the cause for us to become better. So if you know that no one is right all the time, then alam mo din na yung mga taong kasama mo, hindi ka dapat matakot of being wrong so that you can overcome this, no? Because you know na hindi lang naman ikaw yung nagkakamali. Hindi naman lang ikaw ang nagiging wrong. And also, this is a time for you to be gracious as well to other people. So kung nagkakamali ka, nagkakamali yung iba, if someone committed a mistake, someone did wrong with you or to you, then this is also time for you to turn on the understanding button, the patient button, the gentle button. I-press yun. Turn it on. Turn it on. Because no one is right all the time. So, lahat tayo nagkakamali. You don't beat yourself. You don't tell yourself, nako, kasi ganito kasi ako, ganito kasi bobo kasi ako, ganyan. And oftentimes that we do that. We sabotage ourselves. We devalue ourselves simply because of a mistake na hindi naman end of the world. Okay? It's not the end of the world. No man. Sabi nga sa Bible, no man. So, but that's the very reason why we were given every day as a day to become better, as a day to start anew. Ganun po yung araw. It's a beginning always because alam ng Diyos, no one is right all the time. Number 7 is success. Being wrong is not a fatal disease. Okay? Being wrong is not a fatal disease. Sabi nga ni Winston Churchill, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Hello, Coach Maureen. Thank you for joining me. So, oftentimes and not, we kind of, when we make mistake, we feel like, ayoko na. I give up on myself. I give up on myself, and you give up on others. You give up on, if you're a parent, some parent would give up on the children kasi ganyan na talaga yan siya. You give up on people. But here's one thing. It's not a fatal disease. When you commit a mistake, okay, when you did something wrong, para mawala yung fear, no, the stigma, yung feeling, yung baggage na yung nadala-dala mo, you have to remember that it's not a fatal disease. You can always make things right every day. Sabi nga, it's not, even success is not final. Hindi mo na sabi na abot ko na to, eto na. And failure is not fatal. It will not kill you unless, of course, you drink something, no, and you truly like, hindi mo inisip, you harm yourself. But as a mistake that you committed, something wrong that you did, you can do some restitution. You can do a lot of ways to make it right. So, but what is the problem is that we don't have the courage to continue. We don't have the courage to continue because either we have the pride na hindi, ayoko na talaga. It's pride. Ayaw mo kasing ma-uncomfortable ka to say, I'm really sorry. Or ayaw mo ma-uncomfortable to really change your ways and habits na mali. Yun. Yun yung maghuhold sa'yo. But the failure, it's not fatal. It's not gonna kill you. You are given always the time to really make things right. Meron pa po. May pag-asa pala. So to overcome the fear of being wrong, if you committed, hindi siya fatal disease. You're not going to die with it. Okay? Unless, of course, truly, if you harm yourself. Okay? Or if you harm other people, really. Pero kung a mistake as simple as you're able to, like, for example, in my example, no, when I got married young, no, I made it up. Like, okay, I married young. Okay, I committed a mistake. No, I did something wrong, but I'm gonna finish my studies. So yung isang year po ng college because I got pregnant and I got married when I was in third year college, and I finished it. So sabi ko, this is something that, ako din naman ako talaga yung nag-suffer pa din. But because of that, I went back to school. I finished it. I took the board one time. I said, I have to really like amend, right? Really made sure that my parents gonna be proud of me in spite. And I did take the board exam one time, finished it, and my parents didn't even imagine that I would hold a high position in the nursing field, considering po na ako ay nahuli sa mga batchmate ko. And it's not a fatal disease. You can always make things right on a daily basis habang may buhay, habang may breath. As long as you're breathing, as long as you're living, you can always make things right. Eight is give others the chance to be good to you. A lot of times, hindi tayo nag-express. We're afraid. We are fearful to be wrong. Okay? We are fearful of being wrong. And so we don't express ourselves because we believe, we have this thought na i-judge tayo, pagtatawanan tayo. Nakakahiya kasi baka ito yung sabihin nila. And that itself is judgment. That itself is judgment. Gina-judge mo na kaagad yung tao na sasabihin niya sa'yo yan. Wala naman wala ka namang proof, di ba? We kind of go into that conclusion. Sabi nga sa Bible, sa Matthew 7:1-2, do not judge others, and you will not be judged, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged. Okay? So never judge. Give people the chance. Give people the chance to be good to you. So whatever's in your thought, whatever it is that you want to do, minsan ayaw natin, di ba? Like a lot of people, gusto ko yung business na to, but baka magkamali ko, sabihin nila, hindi ako marunong, ganyan. And we're always kind of go into that space. And there was a lot of times though when I started doing wellness coaching, I'm a registered nurse. I hold a high position now as the chief nurse of one of the hospital. And went into Herbalife. Nagtitimbang po ako. I did a lot of, marami po akong ginawa. No? And a lot of people were kind of wondering what was I doing with my life. So nag-isip sila, yan lang ba gagawin mo? But at the time, I was at the season of my life at the time na yun yung binigay ni Lord sa akin. And I believe I did it well. Okay? So, in spite of those, no, na parang naisip ko yun, merong narrative sa brain ko na naku, baka sabihin nila ito. Well, I gave myself, I gave myself a decision to truly think that I will do my very best in what I'm doing. Okay? So that other people will see that there is also always something good. There is always something good that you and that I can do. Kahit tingin nila is this is one of the less ito sa ginagawa ko before. There are many things, but you give other people the chance. Give other people. So express yourself. because when you express yourself, you're not fear, or do something when you want to do something, and you kind of being hold because you don't want people, your fear of being wrong. Remember, give others the chance to be good to you. Think about them saying they will be blessed, they're happy with what I'm doing, okay? And I am making other people proud. Okay, so give others the chance to be good to you. Ninth is expand your comfort zone. So to overcome the fear of being wrong is to test it, to test it. And a lot of people do not grow anymore personally because they have become too comfortable in their comfort zone. So if you don't want to leave your comfort zone, then expand it. Expand your comfort zone. When you are doing something, no, na yun lang ang alam mo, at napunta ka sa isang space, and it's something you definitely, matatakot ka magsalita. Matatakot ka magsalita because you're not familiar with it and you don't have any idea with it, right? But if you go into learning, go into learning, no, and experiment on yourself. Naalala ko yung favorite kong 10,000 experiment rule mental model. When you look at things, when you want to do something and you look at it like in a series of experiment, then you get become better and better and you get a new idea out of it. And yung isang bagay, no, pag may bago kang ginagawa, it is difficult, but sooner or later, because you have been doing it over and over again, then definitely it becomes another comfort zone. So that's what I mean when you are expanding your comfort zone. So Brian Tracy said the comfort zone is the great enemy of courage and confidence. So pag yan na lang ang alam mo, definitely hindi ka magbe-venture, and definitely you will be afraid to be wrong kasi nga hindi mo alam. But if you want really to overcome the fear of being wrong, why not put your one of your foot, no, experiment and do something. Do something na iniisip mo, baka magkamali ko, but in spite na magkakamali ako, it's a good experience. I will learn from it. So, ini-expand mo ngayon yung comfort zone. And definitely, sooner or later, mawawala na rin yung fear of being wrong because alam mo na ito yung nangyayari. Ito yung there's an algorithm or there's a steps into it. So ito, baka magkamali ako pero natutunan ko, okay na ako. So ngayon, mag-start na naman ako, magkakamali ako pero matututunan ko na naman ito. So expanding your comfort zone is very important when you are wanting to overcome your fear of being wrong. Next is habits, setting habits. Habits can make things easier. So according to my favorite philosopher, Jim Rohn, motivation is what gets you started. Siyempre, yun yung nagpupush sa'yo, no, yung motivation. But, what keeps you going is habit. It's always habit. Kasi nga, you always, especially in this time of pandemic, no, nabago talaga yung buhay. Our life will change. Everything that we're doing seems to like really be at a hold. And you kind of modify kasi kailangan mo mag-adjust sa pandemic, no. But one thing is when you have a habit, when you have a routine, the moment you wake up, hindi na nangangapa yung brain. You're no longer afraid. You're not fear of being wrong because you kind of must master already the routine. So habits can make things easier. So each day when you wake up, ito yung gagawin ko, ito yung mga gagawin ko. So a lot of people are having difficulty starting. Like for example, yung nag-weight loss, no, a regimen, an exercise regimen. Well, it only like the most difficult is probably in less than 21 days, but you do it consistently and every day. And the moment on the 22nd, 23rd, and you're doing it, it's no longer an effort. It's like when you wake up, oops, you get out into automatically into it. So if you want to really like overcome the fear of being wrong, then master it. Habits can make things easier. So whatever it is na takot ka, naku baka magkamali ako, paano ba ito gawin? Then imamaster mo siya. And you do it on a regular, consistent basis. You form a habit so that mas madali na. Mas madali na. For example, you're afraid, no, like you're afraid to speak yourself, no, in a meeting, or merong mga like they're asking for brainstorming activity, no. It becomes more fearful if hindi ka talaga mag-try to speak out. But when you're always doing it, you're always speaking out, other people are hearing you, and you're getting ideas from there are beautiful exchanges of ideas, no? tumataas yung mental level energy mo, you're learning more, so mas natatanggal talaga yung fear of being wrong. Kasi nga, nasubukan mo na. So habits, make it a habit. Habit will give you para siyang like a sense of security kasi nga ginawa mo na siya over and over again. So pag ginawa mo na over and over again, you get into the mastery of it. So hindi ka na matatakot of the fear of being wrong. Okay? So those are the things, no, those are the tips of really overcoming the fear of being wrong. And I do remember whenever, totoo yan, no, nung high school, even when pag nagtatawag no ng graded recitation, and you're not sure, you kind of really like afraid. And but here's the tip, no, when you want to speak out your thoughts and you're not sure, turn it into a question. Turn it into a question, and you really like sound smarter. Okay, you sound smarter, but it's in a question form. Okay, so that's it. That's the 10 tips to really overcome the fear of being wrong. And this is one thing that I've read, no, in Decaf Coffee Republic. So if you're in Manila, Decaf Coffee Republic is a coaching hub. It's a coffee shop. And when you go there, if you go there, people from the barista to the server are all life coaches. And you can strike with them any conversation. And they serve healthy option, like healthy food. We have vegan meals, we have healthy drinks, and currently we are launching the mushroom snacks, yung mga mushroom chicharon something. They have vegan meals, they have insulin wine, they have the insulin tea, and of course the guyabano juice. All of the, masasarap po yung food doon. And I've read in the, this was shared by our operations manager, Coach Rizal. Ang sabi dito, I will reap what I have sown. When I sow my seed, I can count on a harvest. So here is one thing. If you keep sowing fear, if you keep sowing uncertainty, if you keep sowing the negativity, the negative thoughts, then it's what you will reap. But if you sow, if you sow in learning, if you sow in peace, if you sow in positivity, if you sow in um, the desire, no, to grow, then definitely that is what you're going to harvest. So if you want to overcome the fear of being wrong, try to do. Try to do the different tips that I shared with you. And most definitely, you're going to reap something truly, truly amazing. Okay. So if you want to have deeper conversation with that, connect with me. I'm a coach, like Coach Marife Garfin. I do virtual coaching. We can have discovery call session, no? Free na ito. So ang feeling ko may mga tao talaga afraid, may fear to be wrong. Kasi sinasabi mo ng free, they don't want to take it, no? But this will level you up if you do a discovery call, because we are trained as life coaches. We are trained to truly facilitate for you to be placed into a certain level of really learning and really reflecting. Because the answer to everything that you need is in you. Na-cover lang po yan siya ng maraming standard, maraming stigma, maraming maling akala at maling paniniwala. But it's in you. And we are trained to uncover that so that you can move from where you are to where you want. So if you want to have a conversation, just connect with me. That's my Facebook account, that's my number, and that's my email. So you can contact me. And may I just invite every mothers, no? If you're afraid to be wrong and you want to overcome, then this is the best time to really learn. So on October 16 at 2 p.m., I'm going to be doing What Matters, Understanding Your Kids. This is a coaching workshop. I will be able to facilitate you here to bring you to learning of how you can truly like understand generational gap and how it's interfering in your relationship and with your connecting with your kids. We'll be talking and we'll be discovering your uniqueness as a parent and the uniqueness of your kids, so learn how to react and respond to your kids. And you will come out of the coaching workshop with a ready step-by-step process or tool that you can do to put in place so that you can prevent, okay, mental health challenges in your home, and you can create a safe space, a mentally fit home for your kids and for the people in your space. So do join me for registration. Connect with me. I'll give you the details. Okay. This is via Zoom, by the way. Another is I'm offering this journey to courageous living amidst mental health challenges. So if you have depression, you have whatever mental health challenges, yet you want to attain the goal, you want to really like live your best life, connect with me. This is the program for you. There are 6 modules that I can help you and facilitate you with. And you'll really like, if you are one mindful person and if you really want to do it, you're going to really like level up. It's just a matter of your readiness. So if you want to have this experience, this journey to courageous living, PM me for details. And another one is, if you are confident but you want to enhance it, you want to really like to level up in your inside of you, so that you can really like do the things that you want to do. And if you're struggling with confidence, you want to level up, know yourself. And in spite of this, this pandemic has caused challenge our confidence now. So if you want to level up, and if you want to really like level up in yourself, so that you can just attain your dreams, because confidence really matters when you are desiring, if you're goaling for something, you want to achieve something. So if you want to level up in confidence, connect with me. I do conduct this on a one-on-one, and I'll soon be opening this as a class, a class of 10 people. So message me so that we can journey together in this uh, permission granted, which is focused on confidence. Okay, program. So if you're also not yet a smart holder of Be Learning e-card, and you are still missing all the perks that we're enjoying today, today is the best time to take action. We're learning a lot here. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society. This is the 10th maker of Be Learning homes for mental fitness. So we are desiring to build a space that will really promote mental fitness for people to toughen up themselves, so that they can be more resilient to stand, especially because this pandemic will not just be one. There will be several challenges in life. So we need really to be ready mentally. Okay, so this is the 10th maker, no, of for mental fitness home. So enjoy the 5% food and beverage discount. If you enrolled in be part of the Be Learning Society, you get this card. You have a 5% discount from any food and beverage order in Decaf Coffee Republic. But at the same time, you get a full access pass to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A, happening every third. Kahit ito po, no, every third Saturday ka lang mag-aral, grabe po yung level up ng learning and you as a person really on the inside, no. So Saturday, plus you get a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So this coming October is, serve the date, message me, connect with me if you want to learn, no. We're going to be learning about thought leadership. So this is really learn the knowledge supply chain. So the last time we had really like the mental model multiplier. How do you really like multiply? Okay, paano mo talaga padidamihin mo yung mga skills mo? And this time, this is thought leadership. So if you're one person who's really like into really learning, that someday, one day, you want to really level up yourself, you must have that knowledge. So join us in this Thought Leadership Mental Model Masterclass, October 23 at 7 p.m. For our next, this is gonna happen, and you still have time now. If you want to save up for the registration, for the enrollment, you can still do it. There's still a lot of time, so message me, connect with me, or with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. Okay, so if you want also to really like level yourself up, for every one of you who want to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coaching now offers co-actively co-create coach certification, life coaching certification program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So I'm pretty sure if you're one person na pinupuntahan ka ng mga tao or your advices, no, and they kind of you're a safe space, it would be good to really like learn the tools and skill to truly help them out. So the program package includes 21-day online learning journey. So ito po ay in a modular form. You get to begin that anytime. And then you attend the 3-day live coaching bootcamp by Master Coach. Live class po ito via Zoom. And a 3-day live business bootcamp. How to start your business entrepreneurship as a life coach. Tutulungan ka dyan paano to begin. So, ganyan yung perks niya. And this is really like, this is one program that I would truly like give, like ask everyone to join. Kasi iba po talaga yung learning and confidence pag natapos niyo po ito. So, do join us again. So, maraming salamat for being here. Elaine, thank you for staying on. Coach Pilma, Coach Glazy, Francis, Clarice, and Coach Maureen. And thank you so much for being here, no, for joining me. So do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Saivel Abance for Grateful Journey. Okay, so this is at 4 p.m. So Coaching Think Talk in Life Coach Philippines happens every 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Walang tigil po ito. So if you want to learn, just hop in every day on those time na available ka. At least one session per day, you're gonna level up. Okay, so once again, this is Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. God bless everyone. Thank you so much for joining me.